And what the fuck is up, everybody? Midweek Saints coming at you fast on a Thursday. What's up, Nick? How you doing, man?
No, I endure as usual. And yeah, here we are on a Thursday. You guys, a lot of you asking in Twitter and in different chats, is it Thursday? Is it Wednesday? When is it going to happen? Well, you know, this is one of the reasons you love this show as much as you do. It keeps you on your toes. You never know what to expect. We're zigging, we're zagging, we're doing backflips and Nancy Kerrigans all over the place. It's pretty wonderful. My knees hurt.
Yeah, but not because of a pipe. Or maybe it is because of a pipe.
I don't know. It's been a bit, like I said, 2 days of bender. Whatever happens during that time. Yeah,
that's true.
But yeah,
that's true.
So yeah, we're here with you on this lovely Thursday evening. We're getting well into the fall. Summer's over. Pumpkin spice shit posts are falling out of the ceiling tiles.
Oh, Christ.
And we've got some. Well, we cover a lot of cringe on this channel. We also cover a lot of cringy shit. We also a lot of just flat out stupid shit we find. It is rare, though, when you find that perfect storm of shit and cringe at the same time. It's just, you can't tell if it's intentionally as stupid as it looks or not, but you just can't help but look, and you can't look away.
Well, we got that tonight. We've got something insanely tonight. Before we get into it, I wanted to say a big thank you to the chat. When we had started and the music was playing, you guys were like, Jeff, hit record, and I did. We are recording. Thank you so much. Mwah, you guys are the best. Before we get started with our first topic, I do want to say we are going to be showing very small select clips, and not a lot of them, from Sargon's appearance at Mythicist Milwaukee's MythCon. The main reason why we're not going to show more is they ended up having to spend a shit ton more money to get security because of all the bullshit people like Christy Winters and all those other fuckheads did to make the venue have to say they have to hire more security. So they're selling their footage. I bought it, and it's juicy. We're going to show you some of it to encourage you. If you got $3 to kick down for a small convention that was cool enough to invite some shitlords, you should go and buy it as well. We'll get to that. Oh, thank you very much for the host there, Fetus the Patty. But before we get to that, we got this juicy piece of shit that we're gonna look at, and it's amazing. It's amazing.
Fetus the Patty? What?
Yeah, it's some guy named Fetus the Patty is hosting us on Twitch.
Oh, excellent. Well, thank you very much for that.
Tip my hat to you, Fetus the Patty.
I can't wear hats, but if I could, I'd be tipping it all day.
It's true. You can't mess up that hair game, man.
Well, also, I have a gigantic head.
I mean, dude, I have a gigantic fucking
You
head.
can wear hats. You've met me, and you know I got a dome. I got a big old fucking dome, and I can't fit hats.
This thing's on like the second to last snap. Like, my head is fucking huge, man. I got a big old fucking dome, big old melon head.
I've got a big. It's like I've got a big head. Oh, hold my beer. Yeah. No,
my head's bigger.
That goofy fucking leather top hat I have. That novelty hat. That's the only one I've got outside of beanies and maybe a novelty sombrero that would actually work.
I like your hat. Your hat's
now
it's a good hat.
And at the same time, don't discount the possibility of a sombrero Saints.
That needs to, you know what? I will go and get a sombrero just so we can do sombrero Saints.
Cinco de Mayo, man.
Or we can just do Mexican Appreciation Week. I love Mexicans. I do.
Yeah. And if we tried appreciating Cinco de Mayo, it would just be accused as cultural appropriation anyway. So, I'm gonna pour a shot of this.
Reposado, reposado.
Yeah.
Show him the worm. Show him the worm.
Oh yeah. So and then just So for those of you who are not already aware, because I made the universe fucking aware, it's been a rough week. But I discovered in this really rough week, I've got very, very good friends. One of whom decided to come through and give me this bottle of tequila. I'm not a tequila drinker, but we've even got a gross little worm down there, and I think it's a mealworm.
I think they put mealworms in it.
No,
it's not
grub.
like
it's a grub.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a grub. There's a grub in there. Pure mezcal. Again, I'm not a tequila drinker, so I've actually come to discover that good tequila, I can notice good tequila by how little I like it.
That's not good tequila, though.
Oh, it's not?
That's Monte Alban. That is not good tequila. That's awful tequila.
Good being... Yeah, it is honestly pretty awful. I don't know shit about tequila, so...
All right. Really easy. You need a good mid-shelf tequila. This is what you do. You go for El Jimador or Luna Azul. Both of those will treat you well. Don't go Patron. Patron is for fucking tryhards. It's a bunch of bullshit. Yeah. Fuck Patron. Just saying.
What was the other one I had?
I don't know. And get the gold. Don't get the shitty silver. Like, fuck that. Get the gold. You want that extra little like cactusy flavor to it. It's good shit. Good shit.
Oh god. Yeah.
Although my favorite tequila of all time is Hornitos. Hornitos Gold. Oh.
Hornitos is actually quite good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
God damn.
I had a love affair with a girl a long time ago, and really the only thing that ever happened was we spent every night sitting down and splitting a bottle of Hornitos Gold together. Never really got a chance to hook up, except for like years later for only a brief, short amount of time. But our love affair and our affection for each other was just simply shooting the shit in a closed bar over a bottle of Hornitos. It was wonderful.
They're, the chat's beginning to discuss how much they are willing to pay for me to eat the worm.
Ooh, well, we got a lot of tequila to get through to get to that. So, in the meantime, so we could distract it from the taste, we got to talk about something more cringy than a tequila.
Even less tasteful.
Yeah, even less tasteful. Let's take a look at this article that we got here, headlining. Thank you to a viewer who sent this to us. Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
This is from thefader.com. The Needle Drop pioneered music review vlogs his lesser-known channel, pandered to the alt-right. For those of you who don't know, The Needle Drop, a.k.a. Anthony Fantano, a.k.a. the best teeth in the game,
will be appearing on this show someday.
As soon as we can work out the scheduling. We were gonna do it like I think 2 weeks ago, but his schedule fell through. But yeah. Great fucking guy, amazing, great music reviewer, probably the biggest, most impressive music reviewer on the planet.
Honestly, too, when you meet him and you see just like what a pleasant softy he is, to find out that he's a neo-Nazi from Ezra Marcus of Fader.com. Thank you, Ezra, for bringing this to my attention. It's astounding. I had no idea that saying, your name in funny ways like Rainthony Botano here, I had no idea that was all code for white supremacy.
Yeah, I know, absolutely. There's a great picture of Mr. Fantano right there, and Fernie. The most famous music critic on Earth has never written a pitchfork review. He's never appeared in Rolling Stone or dropped a blurb in the New York Times. He's a bald vegan from Connecticut named Anthony Fantano, whose thoughts on everyone from Kanye West to Parquet Courts have so far attracted a combined 260 million views on his YouTube channel, The Needle Drop. Beloved by his fans.
You, Bob.
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah, success. Beloved by his fans for his outspoken opinions and early support for acts like Death Grips, he's a bona fide vlogging pioneer. In 2017, many music publications are pivoting to video. Fantano's been there for years. But as it turns out, music is not this 21st century mogul's only interest. Dun 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 dun.
Up until this afternoon, October 3rd, Fantano had another booming YouTube channel, practically unknown outside of his fan base, but immensely popular within it, called That Is The Plan. And by the way, guys, if you're not subscribed to That Is The Plan...
He shut it down.
Oh, he did. Oh, that's right, he did.
Yeah.
That was a great channel. Basically, take Fantano's brilliant breakdowns of music, and apply that to memes.
Yeah, it was really fucking good.
Great meme review channel. It had nearly 400,000 subscribers compared to the 1.1 million on the Needle Drop. He started the channel in 2007, initially posting earnest covers of songs by Man and the Mountain Goats. At first, it was little more than an offshoot of the Needle Drop, but increasingly, That Is The Plan took on a bizarre life of its own, sometimes with a stark contrast in tone. Until today, Fantano updated regularly, posting dense videos full of references to memes, and he hyperlinks memes in case you're unaware of what those are, or his opinions. And other YouTube channels you probably heard of. His vocabulary took on a screechy 4chan-friendly slant. Videos titled from the past year include Pepe the Frog triggers Hillary Clinton, I changed my gender because Donald Trump, and Mega Cuck says Pokemon Go is like dogfighting. He raged against SJWs and feminists, and in video after video, treated black musicians as a punchline.
Wow, dude.
Anthony, how could you do that? How could you?
Yes, like other prominent YouTubers, Anthony Fantano has become an edgelord. Ooh. He's referenced constantly on the 4chan music board /MU and has been known to frequent it himself. The 4chan affiliated wiki site Encyclopedia Dramatica crowned him the king of Mu, and in 2014 he appeared in a forum for an Ask Me Anything. It's a complex environment. Many people on it are serious music fans who care about the scores he awards records on the needle drop. They're also steeped in the shock jock culture of 4chan. Over time, Fantano had begun explicitly catering to the latter crowd's sensibilities. His two channels allowing him to serve the audience from multiple angles, maximizing engagement, clicks, and profits.
Now, I have not actually looked through this article entirely, been a little distracted, and I figured the midweek would be a fun time for just a bit of casual commentary on these things, but I'll say thus far as I continue scrolling through, one of the few things I'm genuinely surprised by is I haven't seen Milo Yiannopoulos' name strewn about, festooned like some kind of Christmas decorations to spruce up this otherwise terrible fucking article. But he has, in one sentence, this is, and we're not going to go through the whole article with you because why would we do that to you? But it does go, yeah, it's from PewDiePie to Paul Joseph Watson, anti-social justice views are de rigueur among popular YouTubers. I'm sorry, when for one thing, you don't actually clump PewDiePie and Paul Joseph Watson in together under really any circumstances, unless you're just talking about people whose jobs are to be on YouTube, you know? And the thing I love here, though, is the fact that being critical of social justice, which Anthony, to his credit, really isn't that hard. If he's making fun of someone, he's making fun of everyone. But yeah, the very fact that like these sorts of videos, such as like even we do and other people, the fact that they gain so much popularity and then up jump bloggers like this little cunt just still don't get why that is. It's just legions of Nazis hiding around every corner. It's got to be. Can't possibly be that people are genuinely interested in this kind of content.
What's so weird about this too is like they start bashing Fantano because he did these parodies where he would fuck with some of the rappers that are just god-awful, like Hopkins, and then XXXTentacion, or whatever the fuck his name is. And in it, like, in him doing these raps, he's fucking with how terrible these people are. And some of the bullshit reactions people have to it. Like, this part of the article, Fantano addresses the situation in a strange way. Free X, free him now. I don't care how, I don't really care what he's not free for, he chants. It turns out X is already free. Oh, let freedom ring. And it's all about whatever the fuckheads. Bullshit with being a god-awful fucking woman-abusing piece of shit who beats the crap out of people and practically tortures his girlfriends. And people saying like, oh, he didn't do nothing, let him free, oh, he's already free, of course, because he's fucking rich. And it's a social commentary, but apparently this is triggering to this writer because he's making fun of a black.
Yeah. So if you go down a little bit further, I love the big bold font, the red pilling of Fantano.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah. The red pilling of Fantano follows the same dark trajectory as that of American pop or political culture at large, which is to say, it started with Gamergate.
Yeah, it was coming.
Yeah. Airports law is in effect, folks. In 2014, Fantano wrote a response to a question on his blog about the feminist video game Anita Sarkeesian. His post aligned with the nascent Gamergate movement. He calls Sarkeesian an outsider to gaming culture, spouting, quote, pure, unsubstantiated BS, and says that video games offer a harmless but easy target for people who are quick to complain.
Which is true.
Every fucking syllable of that sentence is absolutely true. Life, he argues, does not imitate art. People have been whining and moaning over harmful media for generations, and it should be no surprise that those desperately seeking to be offended lose every time. At the time, it didn't feel particularly inflammatory, but in retrospect, I love that. It wasn't a problem until I found a way for it to be a problem.
It was totally fine until I thought about it, and then I got so fucking shook.
Yeah, but in retrospect, this post provides a roadmap for where Fantano's beliefs would take him in the future. I'm gonna just take this opportunity on the record, which we are being recorded now. Thank you for reminding Jeff. But just to say what we all know to be true already. We're not in a time right now where there is just these growing legions of Nazis and they're all just white guys who one day wake up and realize that they don't like people darker than eggshell paint swatches. It doesn't fucking work like that. Anthony Fantano has not been treading down a dark path being laid out for him by the evil wiles of Sargons of Akkad or others. This is just the environment you live in. You feckless, poorly unlettered cunts. You simpering retards who think simply because you can string enough sentences together to make a shitty hit piece about somebody who's more successful than you are, that makes you a journalist. No. Your fear-mongering horse shit is absolute fantasy, and until you can figure that out, just like somebody in the midst of a heartache who needs to realize how bad their ex really was, you'll never be able to move on to anything better.
I agree. I like how they have to throw Sargon in there, too. One intriguing theme throughout the podcast is the way Fantano fawns over Sargon of Akkad's channel's engagement. Even though your subscribership is not as large as mine, he says, your videos are engaging with your very passionate audience in a very intense way. Later, he asks how his channel became so popular and where he thinks it's going to go next. Now that Gamergate is no longer a hot-button issue. It seems like Fantano isn't just asking idle questions, he's doing market research. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, and they have a problem because he had Sam Hyde on as well. Of course they did.
Well, I mean, Sam Hyde is a pretty vicious, racist serial killer. I mean...
that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Anders Breivik actually got his start by reading Sam Hyde's book, believe it or not, which is now banned for sale anywhere except TED Expos. Yeah, I mean, it's long and short. My biggest hope from this article and this entire batch of horse shit really is that people who didn't know about Anthony beforehand go and check him out. Here's a fun little kick. And for you viewers out there, I don't have the biggest channel in the world. A lot of trouble with growth. Not really getting that big. Probably never will. But it is an interesting thing when you pile into an Uber with your co-host who is fucking hammered. and then while you kind of start banting with him a bit from the front of the van, a YouTuber of his size stops and says, wait a second. You're Wizard of Cause, huh? Yeah. I thought I recognized that rant style. I like that. I like your stuff. I'm like, well, isn't that is just so kind.
He's a kind fucking guy. He's a kind dude.
Yeah, he's honestly, I mean, the Warskis, for instance, big sweeties, actual softies. They wouldn't get, like, Andy wouldn't get half as upset about half of what he does if he wasn't. Those guys are red-pilled shit posters compared to Anthony. Anthony is more like Bunty King, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, they're friendly. He's got some spicy memes of his own and shit, and he's not afraid to say what he wants. But he's in no way iDubbbz.
No.
Yeah, he's not going to try and prove that PewDiePie saying nigger on a stream was okay because he'll say it 4 times in a video.
Nobody has iDubbbz but iDubbbz. Holy shit. Dude,
well,
that latest...
and Chris.
That latest fucking content cop. No, Chris is legendary too, but for his own purposes. Chris
I know.
iDubbbz,
Chris is yeah, but he's also iDubbbz Jr. We know this.
Nah.
I know.
Sergeant Buck says, Jeff, did you intentionally buy the exact same frames as Jonathan Davis? I stole these, actually, from a hobo. Certain Burnt 2 Turnt says, here's some money, feel better, Nick. We do hope you feel better, Nick. We do hope
I am feeling much better already. I'm back doing the show. And for the record, the homeless person that Jeff was talking about, that he stole those glasses from, was Fred Durst.
Wait, what?
What?
I didn't hear that because we got a fucking pop-up.
Oh, I just said that the homeless man you stole those glasses off of was actually Fred Durst.
Oh, that's true.
I was gonna go with monkey, but I didn't know if I said monkey if it would immediately ring the same bells that it used to for people. Like, right. Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Frankly, my dear says, looking sharp tonight, my dudes. Thank you very much, Frankly, my dear.
Who else was in Korn?
There's a guy I think named Head.
Oh yeah. I
think he was a bassist.
Yeah, he became a Christian, I think.
Did he really?
I know one of them was born again all of a sudden, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Anyway.
Got the faith. It's time to praise Jesus.
You know, on the bright side,
saved me.
It could be worse, though. You could constantly get references saying for some reason you remind people of Rivers Cuomo, and then we're...
Oh, God. Or Scott's... Dude, Scott Stapp would be fucking awful.
That's just mean.
My God.
That's cruelty.
I have this fucking weird obsession with following celebrities that fall out of, the graces, like Scott Stapp and Randy Quaid and shit like that. Dude, Randy Quaid did not just jump the fucking shark when he went AWOL. He fucking took a rocket over that thing.
He jumped the he pole vaulted the Sharknado is what he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was not fucking around. He's like, I'm gonna run to Canada for a while because someone's after me.
Yeah, dude. It is.
Oh, is that why you told everyone you're going to Canada? I know every time I'm trying to hide from somebody who's pursuing me, the first thing I do is make a series of videos where I look like a hermit from the woods, telling people exactly where I'm going.
He looked like Vermin Supreme.
He did, except more disturbed.
Yeah, more disturbed, and then having sex on camera with his wife while she's wearing the mask of, like, that. I guess it was like the head of Fox Entertainment or something like that. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, I know, and his wife was as crazy as he was. Like, they were.
I'm back, dude. That was so bad. I'm gonna find that. I'm gonna find that real quick.
I know it really does. I mean, especially after having seen the last Independence Day film too. I'm kind of like, wow, you guys are really regretting the fact that you actually killed Randy Quaid's character in the first movie so that when you tried to recreate the movie with some sci-fi jets, well, fuck it, all right, we'll just put, like, forgettable actor Bill Pullman in his place and have him do the same thing.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Okay, cool. I got
it was bad. I mean,
I got this shit. I saw it. Here, for those who aren't aware of Randy Quaid going absolutely fucking bazonkers, like, yeah, no, this is, what is that little symbol thing? Let me check. All right.
He was in Kingpin with, yeah, it was Randy Quaid. Yeah, it was Randy Quaid, Woody Harrelson, some hot actress, and Bill Murray. That's right.
Yeah.
Was it Amish bowling champion?
Amish bowling champion. Yeah. This is from the American Bacon. It better be sound, or I'm gonna be pissed. Come on. And this is here we go. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Randy Quaid, and this is my wife Evie. I help media giant.
Let me fix the audio real quick. I gotta turn you way down, Nick.
God. It's like Ogre actually managed to get one of his prostitutes to stick around longer than it took him to prematurely ejaculate. Seriously, give him a retarded septum ring and take his clothes off, and you've got Ogre.
News Corp and Warner Brothers Entertainment earned well over $1 billion for the film's Independence Day and Christmas Vacation. What did I get in return? A Warner Brothers exec, Bruce Berman, stole my house. And News Corp's The New York Post continues to smear me to high heaven with a pack of lies. For good measure, Warner Brothers even had my wife and I falsely arrested 6 times by TMZ.
TMZ can arrest people?
Yeah, well, there are the secret TMZ police. They're very fashionable, but they're brutal, man. They'll fuck you up.
Yeah, the thing is, like, they can always find you, but it's like if you happen to be related to the royal family and you pull into a tunnel, all of a sudden everything gets fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Really, how it works. Hashtag PMC, police media corruption. Ba-dum!
Jesus fucking Christ!
Evie and I have been put through a living hell. A living
all your
hell
frogs
of
are gay.
Biblical proportions. So how do we retaliate? What do we do? Well, I still have a few tricks too. This is the very same shirt that I wore in ID for when I saved the world.
Oh boy. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, I didn't want to, but I probably should.
Yep, it's booze time. There we go.
Well, I have been drinking a lot of awful shit lately.
Yeah, you have. Alright. Yeah. You guys ready for this? Let's smash some ones in here if you're ready for the cringe.
Wait.
Smash that number fucking 1 button.
Go.
Another act that Rupert Murdoch still hasn't thanked me for. So, Rupert, you want to fuck me? I'm gonna fuck you. Evie, put this on.
The eye hole isn't even on both eyes. The eye holes in that mask look like when they had to cut a cyst on my ass cheek. Like,
I was worried at first. I didn't notice the eye hole on the left there.
Yeah.
I just thought he meant he was gonna fuck that tiny little hole in the mask.
Nope. And he's not wearing pants.
Maybe you'll thank me for this. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dog's getting into this.
Together, Rupert. Yeah, together, Rupert. Together, we'll wipe out police media corruption. Yeah, Rupert. Yeah, I'm back.
Randy Quaid, everybody. Randy Quaid. I hope to someday be so famous I could just so spectacularly collapse like that. I swear to God. Man. Memory, you're on notice.
No, you know though. Here's the thing: we're skeptic anti-SJW, so you can't do that with Rupert Murdoch. You need to print out a paper plate mask of George Soros.
Oh, okay.
Or I don't know. Maybe you just need to print another one because the other one got a little used up.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I mean, you can tell they're on the run, though. He couldn't even afford to get a foam rubber mask.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
And get
it's
a real
totally
mask.
True.
Yeah, and honestly, looking at his wife there, maybe it was an improvement. Maybe he was thinking about banging Rupert Murdoch way before there was ever any political motivation to it.
Somebody says I should print out a paper mask of Keemstar. That'd be kind of cool. That's not a bad idea.
I've been turning it on and turning it over too much lately for that kind of thought. It's like, oh, and who would wear the mask, and why am I asking that question?
It's too true. Too true. All right. Well, we promised that we would watch some of this. We got, next up, we've got some footage from Mythicist Milwaukee. Now, I do want to reiterate again. This bullshit happened because people were trying to deplatform Mythicist Milwaukee, trying to get all fucked up and stupid about it. People like Christy Winters and Dan Errol and all these fucking dickheads. And so they ended up having to pay out a ton of money for extra security details. So they're selling this footage, and we're only going to show just a little bit. So if you want to help a small convention out, by all means, go buy it.
And as a reminder too, Jeff did actually pay for this himself.
I did, yeah.
So,
and that's why we're only going to watch about 3 minutes of it. It's like, I think I cut like 3 or 4 chunks together just to be able to see. And some of it is like the iconic stuff that you might have read tweets about. So let's get started. They're talking about affirmative action here.
I don't think we can actually give everyone a complete equality of opportunity, right? What we want is just to have any institutional barriers alleviated from people. And affirmative action is placing institutional barriers in front of certain groups of people by trying to specifically privilege other groups of people. You must be able to agree with that. That's not controversial in any way. That's literally the method by which affirmative action works.
What's up?
What it does is it's a factor of a factor of a factor.
Yes, but what I just described...
If there's 2 equally qualified candidates and you need a tiebreaker, pick the underrepresented person.
Discriminate based on their race. That's your argument. Racial discrimination. That's what you're advocating for. Against freedom.
It was a small convention, so a lot of the audience participation gets picked up in this. I watched more of this since, you know, I bought it. And I did not put the hairiest moments in. There are some fucking gems in there, which I'm sure you'll see a lot of it in the coming days with content creators making videos about it. But yeah, dude.
I won't be one of them, by the way. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You're that much of a snowflake that you think if you use socioeconomic... What about socioeconomic?
Whoa, hang on. I thought, are you honestly going to ask me if I'm triggered? Is there something laughable about being triggered now, is there, Thomas? Go on.
There is.
Undermine your own
when you're
movement.
triggered for white victims, it is funny.
It's because they're white.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
White male, you're triggered for white male victims.
Yeah, no, tell me what's wrong with white men. Go on.
Nothing's wrong with them, but they have privilege in our society.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
They have privilege. The privilege of being discriminated against.
Do you think you have no privilege?
The privilege of being discriminated against. What a privilege. I'll give that up. Let's get rid of affirmative action. I'll get rid of my privilege.
Aren't we good?
Ooh.
He's gotten a lot better.
I gotta see, yeah.
A lot better.
Yeah, Sargon has gotten way better at fucking discussions. I did see the footage of after the con, and like Thomas, outside. Yeah, Thomas is the guy who's talking to Sargon. His buddy gets up in Sargon's face, and Sargon didn't maintain his cool as much as he did like on stage, but he still did pretty good because the guy was like getting pretty physically aggressive. Even Thomas here made vague allusions during this speech to wanting to fight Sargon. At least that's what it was. You could interpret it that way. He didn't say it outright, but you could interpret it that way. And it was weird. Super weird.
That's why you invite the sedate Brit and not the mouthy Americans.
Until 2:40?
Yeah, but we were going to do the Q&A.
Yeah, well, I'll do the Q&A.
Did we want to? Okay.
Let's finish the Black Lives Matter.
I'm not really interested in Black Lives Matter.
You're not interested because you know the data goes against what you're saying.
I had to add that in because the whole like, no, actually, guy who runs a convention and invited me, I'll do the Q&A when I want to do the Q&A. Fuck your format.
No, it's almost, and I don't even know who is this person, by the way.
He's part of a no-name fucking podcast that's way smaller than ours.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. He touts himself as, I am part of many famous podcasts, blah, blah, blah. I never heard of the motherfucker. Never heard of him.
Well, it's like Dan Arrow, very similar. Like, I have to wonder, like, I look around and I'm like, why is he invited to speak places?
Because he says the right things for the people who are running it.
I guess, but I mean, it's almost though as though this this sad, fashionably outraged progressive doesn't quite understand his place in the pecking order, as it was when it's like, hey, we're gonna move on to a new segment. We have a format. It's like, we'll do that when I'm fucking ready.
Yeah.
Oh, will we? Will we, princess?
Will we? Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that. You fucking asshole. What the fuck? I swear to God, man. And this guy is
Kilroy's gonna be so much better.
The Kilroy event is gonna be great. But this guy has no respect for the format, so I have no respect for him.
Well, he has no respect for his opponent either. I mean, you could tell this guy genuinely. Oh, actually, you know what? 1-2 Blaze Girl there did actually just ask, should our friend here get himself a comrade?
Ooh. It's something about indignancy. What says indignancy? We'll think about it.
Yeah.
Well, you don't give a shit. Look, again, this comes down to the problems may well exist, but your solutions are terrible. I object to racial injustice.
No, my solutions are attempting to eliminate discrimination in policing.
By oppressing
Black people are stopped more. Although they're 15% of all stops in 2015, they accounted for 42% of non-consent searches.
Okay.
What's up?
I got it. Comrade Q&A.
Comrade Q&A. Okay.
Yeah, they don't need to be super. They don't always need to be super cutting, but as long as they're awarded in the orders that they're earned.
Comrade Formatless, Comrade Führer, Comrade Pumpkin Spice Latte. Ooh. Comrade Skinny Pants, Comrade Livid, Comrade Cunt Stick. That's pretty good. Let's keep going.
Okay.
So Thomas, real quick, we're gonna do another 5 minutes, but I just wanted to give you like a,
look,
so we'll go to like 2:15, 2:16.
You'll get
Black people have the lowest hit rate.
Can I get to speak? Right. Look, I have explained to you
There's this look of derision on his face. Like, watch Thomas when the speaker starts talking. Just pay really close attention to Thomas.
Searches.
Okay.
So Thomas, real quick, we're gonna do another 5 minutes, but I just wanted to give you like a, so we'll go to like 2:15, 2:16.
Black people have the lowest hit rate.
Just does not give a shit.
Can I get to speak? Right. Look, I have explained to you your solutions are terrible.
You don't know my solutions on this.
Oh my God.
What is my solution to this?
I don't know to that, but it doesn't matter because...
You just admitted you don't know. You said my solutions are terrible.
Gotcha,
I said, what is my solution? You said, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
That's awesome.
Right?
That's a great argument.
Because, listen, look, it goes down to the
What a
principles
giant
that you're
intellect.
using. You are...
Yeah. The petty fucking gotcha moment things, like, just so fucking... It's cringy. This is like how a 14-year-old tries to fucking argue. And Sargon's managing to keep his cool for the most, and he's having fun. Look at him smiling and shit. I don't know. It's wild.
I mean, this is for one thing, in Carl's position, it's exactly where fun because I love doing this. Called it. Yeah, he's where I told him he would be, and he's actually enjoying being there.
Yeah.
But it's even sad though because this shows I whinge a lot on my own channel and even here about how. Whatever grace or tact or respectable sort of dialects we might have once enjoyed,
go ahead.
Long gone. We are so far gone to the point where, like, I know, for instance, like Carl would try and speak over a moderator if he really felt he had to, right?
Sure.
And that itself is like that's stepping a little bit away from the way shit used to be, but now. We're at a point where look at he's an angsty 20-something. He's an angsty millennial who shows up in his skinny jeans and his barely used skate shoes to sit on a stage, on a dais. And ostensibly have a debate where he can't even be bothered to follow the moderator's instructions.
Right. It's insanity. It's absolutely insanity. I think Sergeant Buck got the name. I think Sergeant Buck named him. Comrade Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Comrade PBR. I like it.
Yeah, either that or Comrade Tofu, but I actually like Pabst Blue Ribbon better.
Stop the ass kissing.
Yeah, and in reality, I actually like Tofu better than Pabst Blue Ribbon, so I don't want to besmirch that any more than need be.
All right. Let's. Oh, you do
finish this out.
Oh, you like Tofu better than Pabst Blue Ribbon. Okay, so yeah, he is here by Thomas is now here by Comrade Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Karen Gars, the faithless feminist. I believe that religion is the last cultural barrier to equality, and we need to get women out of churches, and we're not going to do it with two white men talking about women and minorities.
I agree. I apologize for being a white male. I'll do my best not to be next time.
Oh my God. I loved him at the end there, though. He looked like somebody just walked up, looked him in the eye, and shit his pants for him.
Too fucking good, man. Too fucking good. Oh, man.
No, it is kind of nice, though, to at least see some of what we've been going at for this whole time, making it out of the internet. Yeah, it's nice to see it making it outside of the internet where, I mean, because that conversation, that whole argument, that's a Twitter day-to-day.
Yeah.
It
really is.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, in this world that you and I and all of our friends here who are watching right now inhabit, day-to-day, absolutely. Oh, God, that was... I mean, I feel better about my life in a sense because I'm not that guy.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find the link to here it is. I'm gonna blast this out in chat if people are interested in buying the full footage, and also when this is uploaded to YouTube, we'll put it in the description if you want to. Every purchase goes to helping them pay back the bullshit that they had to go through with extra security. And as you can see, it's fucking spicy, and they have fucking amazing speakers on there too. One of the ones that I really enjoyed, I only had a chance to flip through it a little bit, but I'm gonna watch the full thing here when I get a chance to, is Melissa Chen. She is fucking incredible, super brilliant woman, and she does a great job.
Hopefully might have her on the show at some point, maybe.
Yeah, she expressed interest in wanting to come on, but she's also been really busy with the whole MythCon thing. So the last time I sent her a message, I didn't get anything back. So we'll see. But I also sent her a message because I was like, "Hey, you want to talk about race realism? You're a geneticist," and that might have turned her off a little bit. My bad. Well, she's an evolutionary geneticist. And that's why I thought it would be interesting to talk to her about it.
I was going to put together like my own MythCon kind of thing, because I find like in the skeptic atheist world of things, one of the least represented points of view is that of the actual nihilist. But then upon thinking of it some more, I realized there's just no point. So
right, yeah, no, for sure.
It was. I'm recovering from a 2-day bender. I'm gonna have some jokes that fall pretty flat. It's gonna happen.
Right.
That's the most depressing thing.
Mr. Tickle Trunk, my favorite name of a donator. Thank you so much for the Streamlabs tip, buddy. Mr. Tickle Trunk says, it's incredibly frustrating to see someone so close to criticism across from someone who says they agree there's a problem to fix, who ignores the counterpoints to engage in whataboutery and jumping to every uncharitable conclusion. I agree. And that's one of the things that drives me crazy about this whole MythCon thing, is that, like, okay, say you don't like Sargon, and lots of people don't like Sargon. Even people who like us sometimes don't like Sargon, and that's cool. You don't have to like Sargon, it's fine, I understand. But the thing is, if you are so diametrically opposed to Sargon and what Sargon has to say, and you have the opportunity to go up on stage in front of hundreds of people and explain how he's wrong, why would you automatically, and he does it within like the first 5 minutes of being on stage, completely alienate everybody who is there specifically in Sargon's camp? You wouldn't want to alienate the people who like Sargon, you would want to convert the people who like Sargon. You want to bring them to your side. That's what a smart human being would fucking do. But unfortunately, that's not what he did. He just spurred out and acted like a fucking petulant little kid, you know? It just...
Yeah, well, I mean, the kids out there, and I call them kids, but the kids that are out there you know, who are constantly whining about ponage culture, right?
Yeah.
They take it more seriously than anyone else.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they really do. It's like all of those salty faggots out there who just can't stop going, oh, the skeptics are doing this, as though like there's a homogenous group where we all act in unison after meetings somewhere in like the basement of an IHOP, right? It's like, why you seem to take the thing you hate more seriously than the people who supposedly embody it, and it's just, yeah, it's this. I mean, like, he didn't go up there hoping to actually score any points. I think that kid went up there hoping to just like try and shit talk Sargon of Akkad from the YouTube there,
right?
And that was it. It's like Christy Winters. Like, Christy is a doctor of political science, yet apparently, like, her focus and study was getting really fucking upset about what people on the internet had to say. And yet, at the same time, I, without a degree, make all kinds of, like, attempts to at least formulate ideas. Whereas I cannot think of a single time I've heard Christy Winters speaking on a political level about anything that didn't involve YouTubers she was upset with.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time she actually used her platform for anything other than just shit-talking, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, this is one of the things I like about Tim Blake, for instance, right? Demotivator opinion. As much of a pain in the dick as that guy can really be.
Right.
Like, he will even use his own platform and content, not just to get upset about other people, which, let's be honest, is so standard in this medium, you're never going to get away from it. And if you do, no one's going to care.
No.
But, you know, he does attempt to express some of his own actual beliefs, positions, and ideas, and tries to say, this is why I think my voice is worth listening to. Christie, on the other hand, and this other cunt here, and basically everyone who comes out of this new era atheism plus horseshit, they're solely about hating other people because they think that's solely what we're about.
Yeah. I agree. I really agree. I wanna share something too, real quick. I have to recreate this really fast if I can.
Trump, bearing, Sargon, bearing, Trump, bearing, Sargon, bearing, Trump, bearing, Sargon.
Okay, well that's not working. Motherfucker.
We gotta get randomer cam on one of these nights.
We really do. We really honestly do.
Although while Jeff sets that up though too, something worth explaining for those of you who really want to see randomer cam on, and I would love to have him on because he's a really awesome guy.
He is a really awesome guy.
Yeah, but his stream personality, just keep in mind, his stream personality is not quite the same as his performance.
Right.
Just so you're aware. Yeah. Mike spends more time listening than speaking, which I guess is to speak to his credit in a sense. Okay,
so let's take a look at this. This is upside down, apparently. Okay. That's not going to help anybody. No, and now it's reversed. There we go.
Oh, by the way, anybody before Jeff fixed that, anybody who is capable of actually reading that, according to Facebook, you're a genius.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Right. I know. So this is something that Thomas Smith posted. He apparently is extremely apologetic. If you guys haven't seen the new Steve Shives video where he basically cries and complains and bitches like a petulant little shit, it's pretty amazing. But Thomas wrote this 19 hours ago. Hey, it appears my asking for a list of prominent people who don't endorse Mythicist Milwaukee might have been completely clueless. My idea all along was to first thank all the people who write on this issue from the beginning most profusely, which I did in my recording. What the fuck is that even supposed to... Do you English?
How is it this cunt gets invites to things and yet I am constantly without weekend plans?
Oh my god. My plan was to illustrate to Mythicist Milwaukee as an organization that it wasn't merely the usual suspects who disapproved of them, but it is. This made people feel like I was devaluing the voices of those who are right on from the start. Also, given that our movement is very white male dominated, something I try to fight by inviting women and voices who aren't often heard onto my platform. You know, if you're really that worried about it, don't show up. Because by you attending as a white male, apparently you're going to be causing damage or something, so it's your fault. Fuck you. So this became way skewed toward the white male demographic. I sincerely apologize for how this came across, and I'm reflecting on how I could have done better. To those who are right on from the beginning, I promise I hear you and I do my best to fight for you, and thank you for calling me out when I fall short. Also, his friend here has some... rockin' chesticles. Just saying. Anyway, yeah, so that's just,
I can't fault him for that. Actually, looking at him, it looks like he probably tries to work out. He's probably not good at it.
I suppose so.
Oh, you mean the lady friend there?
Yeah, that's what I meant. We got another Streamlabs from Larry Kubiak. Don't know if you caught the Secular Jihadist podcast with Seth Andrews, but beyond the blatant misrepresentation of YouTubers as drama whores, the guy's main point is that he was offended that they are the new face of atheism / anti-SJW. Thoughts, Chatelet? Do you mean that he was offended that they, as in people like Sargon, are the new face of atheism and anti-SJW, or... Because
I will be honest, there were a couple big name invites who I couldn't really for the life of me understand why they represent any form of thought leadership.
Like
now,
who? Like who? Like what? Aaron Ra or some shit? Like what?
Well, no, I mean, Aaron Ra's been around. I can't for the life of me understand why the fuck June is invited to speak places.
Oh,
or Greg for that matter. Sargon, here's the thing: like him or hate him, and as a friend of Carl's too. Like I consider Carl a friend, but I'll say this honestly: like he pisses me off quite a bit. But at the same time, I will never and would never bother trying to assail, his intellect or the value of the things he has to say.
Sure. I'll give you this much. Like I've had my conflicts with Armored Skeptic before in the past, but I got to see some of it live before it got shut down, and I also saw a little bit before we went live today. And I have to say, even though me and Greg might not really get along as people, I'm still really, really happy that he went to MythCon. I think he did a really good job.
I'm happy, and I don't want to pick on. I don't want to pick on them. Honestly, like this guy.
It takes stones. It takes stones to go and do what they did. So I give him props for it. I give him props.
No, I mean props about that, but it's more that I mean I remember when I was getting into like YouTube atheism, which is what I think is being talked about here, right?
Sure.
I think it's the, because I mean YouTube atheism. You had your old Thunderfoots, Aaron Ra before he kind of lost the plot in some ways, before the whole Atheism Plus thing, but a lot of that was always so centered, right, on the events such as Stephen Fry and Hitchens facing off against like some, I can't even remember who, but it was an African bishop and some other Catholic, right, like big big names, big arguments, big things to say. And overall, just all in all, it when I see these conventions, when I see the fact that Dan Arrow is like a regular, right?
Yeah.
When I see shit like that, and then when I see that, okay, shoe on head, I can't really think of any time June has offered me any particularly insightful skepticism when it comes especially to things like religion. Fine, she's there, and she's part of a brand, but it's it's all sort of devolving. It's Dan Arrow's and Mike Ciccarello's against shoe on heads, and
well, think about it like this. Think about it like this. So you're putting me in a position where I have to defend Shoe and Skep, but that's cool. That's fine. I'm all right. Think about it like this. So if you take some of the most amazing intellectual powerhouses we have on YouTube, people like Gary Edwards. Gary Edwards is a fucking genius.
That's a man who should have been a guy.
Yes, that is a man who absolutely needs to be at a convention because what he says is wisdom and it is powerful. The man is brilliant. I fucking love Gary Edwards
he never says anything that you immediately understand either.
Right.
It's always the kind of thing you need to mull it over.
You got to think about it a little bit. And then, something just goes, whoa, you're like, oh, fuck, cool. But Shu is really good at what she does. She's entertainment, but she's also she's entertainment in a way that she has a singular, interesting point, and through the medium of humor and entertainment, like, she conveys that point really well without actually having to say it. She doesn't have to elucidate the point because that's just not what she does.
Well, I don't want you to mistake me here.
Sure.
I don't want you to mistake me. I'm not saying like she's not talented or entertaining or even intelligent. I mean, I was a fan of her shit because she had a lot of witty repartee.
Yeah.
It's just more that even when we consider the environments, right, we're getting down to the ground. We're getting down to the point where we're looking to YouTubers.
Sure.
Like, and
which is very strange to me.
It's strange and sad, honestly. Like, I mean, I'd love it if my channel was bigger. I love the fact that the smallish audience I have is as awesome as it is. Same with both of us, effectively. But you know, when you take into consideration the fact that, and I love this too, because I mean, you've seen the clip of, like, even when Paul Joseph Watson is having to sit in a conversation with Alex Jones, where Alex goes full Alex Jones, right?
Yeah, and Paul Joseph Watson, hardcore, like, water carrying for Alex Jones, has to be like,
he's just so sunken in the corner of his screen. He's like,
I felt bad for Paul Joseph Watson.
I know. I fucking sympathized and empathized with the guy. And this was the guy who I really grew to hate, not because of his stupid ideas, but because of the fact that when I called him for being basically a bit of a hypocrite, calling out another shitty journalism outfit for not verifying their information about a month after he got blown up for doing the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
And his response was, "Look at my views." Yeah. I realized, like, when view count becomes the metric of an intelligence, right? When that's evidence of how right or wrong you are. And at the same time, when somebody throws that out, and I grow to just despise them in the funnest way that I could,
right?
With Watson. To be honest, the more I think about it, the more I realize, like, if I compare him to like a Devin Tracy, let's say, I have a very lighthearted hatred for Paul Joseph Watson by comparison.
yeah, very light by comparison. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and when you see a person, I mean, when I was watching him try and not fucking tell Alex Jones that he needs to drop the shtick.
Yeah.
Part of me was like, okay, I see exactly what that look is. I know what that is. But then the other side, I'm like, is he starting to see that maybe he painted himself into a corner? Is he maybe not actually as fucking dumb?
You made your bed, buddy. You made your bed.
Yeah. And maybe you're looking at your own bed and you realize maybe you should have done laundry after shitting the sheets the night before you decided to tuck the duvet in.
Yeah, dude. So real quick, before we move on, we got a few more things we're gonna talk. Well, we're just gonna engage with you guys. Like, I have a Streamlabs I want to read, but I want to let everybody know there's a link down. If you've never been to the Midweek show before, there's a link down on the page for our Discord. You can join the Discord and you can hop into the room called the Waiting Room. And here in just a few minutes, we're going to roll a random number and start pulling people in just to hang out and chat for a few minutes, hang out with us, round out the rest of the midweek. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thexor the Bearded said, the question isn't why were Greg and June there. The question is, why weren't the YouTube Saints there? I actually was going to go to Mythicist Milwaukee. I wasn't invited, but I was going to go because I just wanted to. But I lagged. I didn't have the time, didn't have the money to buy my ticket when it was affordable.
I don't know why it's making me laugh the way it is, but Terralith says, "Look at my views" reminds me of a song. Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
Denisha Carter says, never go full Alex Jones. What's going on, Denisha? How you doing? And that's true. Never go full Alex Jones. Huge if true.
Unless you're in family court. Wait, no, don't do it there because it doesn't work either.
Don't do it there either. Don't do it there either.
And honestly, if Alex Jones ever catches no, you honestly have.
Okay, we have to watch the Alex Jones clip. We have to. God damn it.
Oh yeah, let's watch this. I do want to say. I do want to say on record though, Alex Jones, if you ever hear this, I will take the piss out of you all day. You're retarded. You're a fucking pox on media. But you do have my most genuine fucking sympathies for the court shit, dude.
I gotta find it, man. I don't even know where the fuck it would be. It was released just today, wasn't it?
Today, I think. Yeah, was it today?
It was either today or yesterday.
I'm not keeping track of time too well, so.
Yeah, I'm looking. I gotta like play with the filters and shit really quick.
Oh yeah, and for those who didn't know, Alex Jones he went through a divorce. That sucks. But then he also went through a legit custody battle. And
here we go.
So those are not fun.
I got it. I got it. Oh my god.
It's such a good clip.
It is so good. It is so good. I know.
We are burning through, like, it's at the point now where like we really have to hope something happens in the next 2 days to fill up the news time as Saints, but this is worth going into now.
It is. It really honestly is. We gotta skip through ahead a little bit. This weird pudgy dude. Okay. So, right about here.
It wasn't left-wing, it wasn't right-wing, it wasn't an Islamic terrorist, it was just a mindless act of evil. It does happen sometimes where you just get mentally deranged people who are hopped up on whatever SSRI drugs. You know, the Batman shooter, he claimed he was motivated by a movie.
All right, let me stop you.
It is so strange listening to Paul Joseph Watson be the voice of reason.
Wow. Jesus.
To become the Joker.
Let me stop you. We've got breaking news here, Paul Watson. That's absolutely critical, absolutely key. I have gotten this. No cameras, please, guys. No cameras.
Look at Paul's face. Look at Paul's face. Just
he already knows what's going to happen right now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This is from a law enforcement source. And the information is the news is lying. FBI.
Yeah, the first thing that his law enforcement source says is, "Yo, Alex, the news is lying." Dude,
Alex, big
you.
Alex, hey, how's it going, Alex? Big fan. I've been a U.S. Marshal for 25 years. The news is lying. I was in that hotel room. I'm the one who leaked those pictures. You want to know the crazy thing? You know, you want to know who was standing in the bathroom waiting for everything to calm down? Hillary fucking Clinton. That's who.
HRT did the hit on the guy, and they found Antifa information in the room and photos of the woman in the Middle East. So he did not kill himself. The FBI hostage rescue team killed him because he was firing on them.
No, that's bullshit. Everybody knows that Moon Jew snipers killed the fucking shooter, man.
I love though. Here's the first time I watched this through, I thought Paul felt what I would feel if I was in his position. Now I am genuinely seeing he's like, Alex, oh, that's where you're going with this.
Stop the ass kissing.
You know, you don't need to do that, Alex. You know, you don't. We've got a point in which we can call the liberal media evil and conspiratorial without having to make up shit off the top of our heads.
Somebody in the chat's inferring that Alex is looking at Grindr instead of his text messages. Oh my god.
So he did not want to be taken alive, and reportedly he did it. And it was Antifa crap everywhere. Oh, and other things I'm not supposed to mention. That is directly from the hostage rescue team, by the way, Paul.
Sorry. That you saw that. You saw that look, that pucker.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, here. Yeah. He's puckering.
He's puckering, but watch this one when it comes to like
Alex. I'm not supposed to mention. That is directly from the hostage.
Yep.
It was like somebody just smashed a lime into his face. Nah.
No cameras, please. I'm trying to look at it.
I was not you can imagine my shock. I was not expecting someone to jam a whole lemon wedge in my face just then. What was going on there?
No cameras, please. I'm trying to look at hot black stud 69 right now.
Rescue team, by the way, Paul. And I'm going to delete this information now.
Oh, he's going to delete the information right now.
Oh, I know. And this look, I mean, this good fucking pause game as always, Jeff. Let's do this like sportscasters, shall we? What we're seeing here on his face at the very goal line on Paul's face, we're seeing a look of absolute desolation. He knows he's lost this game, but he needs to keep playing.
Jesus Christ. And Alex here, you see, Alex is being very tactical, He's closing his phone to make sure nobody sees the hot young black studs with elongated fucking penises on his phone. He's casually slipping it away so nobody knows, and automatically people are going to think that it is actually from the hostage rescue team, when in fact he is browsing for some hot young black semen to cover him later.
No, that is right, Jeff. Really good point, too, there. That's a really interesting sort of strategy on his part. Now, I wish we could draw some squiggly lines in red and yellow to highlight things and point arrows. But in the meantime, I think it's worth pointing out the fact that Jeff is right. Alex Jones, ladies and gentlemen, he's actually figured out a way to fold up and close a smartphone. I mean, we haven't seen this before, but you can see it here. And even Paul, his face is just pure astonishment at the fact that Alex thinks he's going to get away with talking this nonsensical horse shit and then just stuff his phone back into his pocket, hoping no one knows about his Grindr account, all the while Paul is left having to explain why it is that he works with this guy.
Exactly.
Let's see what the rest of the tape is. Do you think he brings it to the 50-yard line or not? I can't tell.
Keep going.
Well, obviously, that's huge. That's huge if it turns out to be true.
Yeah, hey, Paul, this is from high-level CIA. Right here.
Alex is pissed.
And
directly from, and this is from the hostage rescue.
Over it.
Yeah.
I think Paul Joseph.
I don't make
you know what? I'm gonna announce this right now. Paul, I will talk endless amounts of shit about you, but I'll tell you what, if you decide that you want to go full-on Kalen Rebel Media style, you want to just move on, maybe salvage some form of a career that you could carry into your 40s at some point.
Well, then he should come on the YouTube Saints.
I was just going to extend the invitation. Paul, Paul Joseph Watson at Prison Planet, you are officially invited to come on to the YouTube Saints.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I'd love to have Paul Joseph Watson on. That'd be great.
I genuinely would too. I honestly don't like the guy, but I don't.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't actually think Paul Joseph Watson is really a bad dude. What I think he is.
Neither do I.
I think he's invested in what he hitched his wagon to, and that's why he so diehard tries to defend it. But you can see the cracks happening. Like, look at what Alex does. Look at this shit. Look at how fucking derisive he is. Check this out.
CIA. Right here. Let's do directly from, and this is from the hostage rescue team. You know I don't make sources up.
Picture of his daughter is HRT. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You know I don't
I'm going on the information I have, and I don't know.
No, absolutely. I'm just saying this is big.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not calling you out or anything, being like, hey, you shouldn't be questioning me because I'm your boss. I'm just saying.
Big breaking news. This is huge. In fact, you go ahead and take.
Alex, I'm trying really hard, Alex. I'm trying really, really hard here right now, Alex. But you know, we've discussed this before, and here we are again. But now we're live on the air, so I'm going to do the best I can with it. I hope you do the same. I wonder what my Twitter looks like.
All right, seriously, Paul Watson. We have all the documentation right here on my Grindr. Just don't question it, or you don't get a paycheck.
Go over the next 4 minutes. You host. I'm going to run in here and get with the writers. Go.
All right.
Independent progressive.
And he just randomly fucking like throws Paul Joseph Watson and like, you need to host the show now. I gotta go talk to the right. I think you need to go take a shit.
It's like, well, I gotta hear from the CIA. It was all just a high-level plant. You blow them out of the sky. I gotta go take a shit.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck? Hey, you play with the chat real quick. I need to go grab some ice.
All right, Jeff. Speaking of which, Jeff needs to go take a shit. Hey, chat, how's it going? Listen, we got a bit of a delay between us, I think. Now, I've been keeping a series of frogs in terrariums, off to the side, off camera. Thus far, the only ones that have turned gay are the ones I use Colgate on. So, that being the case, Bring on some hookers. No. I think I'm done with hookers for a while. Beggar hero. I'll let you imagine why that might be. Okay. Yeah, you guys. I know none of you are as excited about this as I would hope, but that's just, well, let's be honest, that's the nature of most relationships with anyone. So that being the case, will we play Dank's new vid? I'm gonna go check Dank's new vid on my own. That's actually what you told me. Nick is the new PewDiePie confirmed. I wish I had his money. Hi, Wizard. Hello. Give the frogs cocaine? No, give me the cocaine. I'll make far better use of it.
We'll split it. We'll split
it. Like hell we will. I use Crest. Phew, there you go. Do need hookers. I am not done with hookers. They're the best therapists. Here's the thing about hookers. As long as they move out before the 8-month mark. That's my new rule. Yeah? So. Let's not go. What hair tonic do I use for my rosacea? That would be Bosley hair restoration shampoo and conditioner. If you've got a nasty flush like I get, use that shit. You wash with the shampoo, and then you use the conditioner as a mask, effectively.
Use the attached conditioner. Okay, so we got
Make
a couple
sure not to let any of the Jewish government stuff get in your way, though. Dial hand soap is not the same thing. It's filled with mind control serum.
That's very true. It is filled with mind control serum. Let's take a look at our Streamlabs really quick, and then we're gonna bring some people in to hang out with us. Yeah, buddy. First of all, did I read this?
Waiting room is actually filled with new names too.
It is. I don't know if I read this one or not. Mr. Tickle Trunk, the ability to agree with someone you don't like is a good indicator of an open mind, actually looking for answers. Also, my heart sank when I found out the Thinking Atheist wasn't going to attend the event after he did a great Don't Punch a Nazi podcast. That was very disappointing that he decided not to attend. I thought that was kind of shitty. Because I do actually like that guy. I think the Thinking Atheist, even though I disagree with him on social issues, I think it was interesting. That was a disappointment. Sergeant Buck says, you can see the moment when Paul Joseph Watson starts wondering if working for Alex Jones is really a good idea. Hashtag citation needed. It's true.
Yeah. I mean, it is one of those things that I used to think you had to put Paul Joseph Watson and Stephen Molyneux in a room to get the perfect amount of noxious crazy. But I'm starting to think maybe Alex holds that title, and it's Stephen. It's the Stephen Alex thing, which would be funnier. Because I think Paul might be cracking, and I hope he is. I hope he's like, I'm sorry, everyone. I've been pushing a whole load of shit at all of you to make a living because I don't have any other talents.
It's true. It's very true. Let's see. We've got... Oh, shit. We know this guy. All right.
Who's this?
What's up, JT?
Oh, God damn it.
What's up, dude?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Why are you not...
Sorry to fool you guys. JT's not here. I killed him. He was working with the high-level CIA.
He was working with the globalists.
I got it right here. This is high-level CIA right here.
Yeah, I got the documents.
Globalists.
It looks like a utility bill, but that's the way they communicate these days. They don't want anything getting intercepted.
It's a zero message.
Yeah, if you see here the words final notice, disconnect notice, those are actually cues for me to get my gear together.
That means murder him. That's what it means. It's a CIA hit.
Oh, man.
CIA. Oh, man, that was a funny fuck. Oh, my God. That's from somebody who's actually worked with the CIA. I don't know if you... I can accurately tell you guys. It's not secret shit.
Oh, you did work for the CIA? Really? That's cool.
Are they as fucked up as fucked
we call
up
them
as
downrange. We just call them OGA. You never really know who you're working for. But you don't call anybody high level. They go like Jeremy and George, and they just go strictly first name basis. And they don't really do anything like super action-packed. They're really observational.
Okay.
They're just like gathering info and stuff like that.
They're spooks,
and they're just
dude.
super fucking cool dudes.
Yeah, and
they're just always like the most chill dudes you will ever meet downrange.
Well,
and they just and you know, they want to know if you know. Strictly first name basis, slick uniforms, no name tapes, no nothing. And they're really fucking just cool dudes.
Right on. That's cool.
Yeah. So,
well, you guys heard it here first.
I mean, well,
CIA are super cool dudes.
It's a funny thing because when they get to the point when they can actually talk and like do their things, right? Like Bob Baer, he's one.
Mm-hmm.
Read anything from read any CIA, like read any agent or operative or operator memoir.
Mm-hmm.
You always definitely get this impression that they're like, yeah, I was in the military, but then I left the military because it sucked. But I really liked serving. I liked doing the thing, so I continued doing that. And they let me grow a beard, and they let me do whatever I wanted, pretty much. And they just paid me, and as long as
doing it myself.
As long as I kept the country safe, well, they didn't really give a shit. So I called myself Jerry for a while. My name's Kevin.
I think there was an anchor.
Oh, your Discord keeps cutting out like randomly, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's probably because my mic was back. That was not my Discord.
Yeah, we're not playing. But playing GTA. You don't need to do push to talk here.
Yeah, I know. I didn't put that on. But yeah, there was an anchor a while back, and CIA officer. You know, I mean, it's not that it's just really not as spooky as a lot of people think it is.
Yeah,
I mean, they're just really cool people. They're just doing a job.
Yeah, and they're also not sending. They're also not sending Alex Jones faxes. So.
You know what that shit always reminds me of?
Secret information about the globalists.
That shit always reminds me. That shit always reminds me of like listening to Alex or Art Bell back in the day, where you'd have like late at night listening to Art Bell, insomniac, you know, drinking your coffee because you have nothing else to do and shit, listening to him. And all of a sudden, like,
right.
Well, I am an airplane pilot. And the dude's, like, playing the sounds of an airplane on a fucking, like, stereo behind him. And he's like, I'm about to fly over Area 51 right now. And he, like, simulates him getting shot down and shit. Like, that happened, like, 15 times on Art Bell. It was hilarious. That shit happened all the fucking time. They're like, no, things aren't actually like that at all, dude. No.
You know, the funny thing, JT, the funny thing I've actually come back to here and there is I got a weird history, right? I got some good things in my background. And from time to time, like, I was like, yeah, I wonder what would have happened if back then I decided that I wanted to go the intelligence route and work for CIA. And I'm like, well, these days I'm a well-spoken criminal. Wait a second. Oh, I should not.
They may or may not have taken it. I
should actually block their number. Yeah, it's like, wait a second, hang on. You have no problem violating a bunch of laws. You're easy spoken, seem really easygoing, and then you're a fucking head case in private. Oh, and you learned to shoot Arabs? We taught you that? Oh shit! Yeah, wait a second, hang on.
Yeah, they love that stuff. I'd say the biggest misconception about it is, like, if you go to work for the CIA, you become what's called a CIA officer. I'm a little drunk. Don't worry about it. But yeah. So basically, what you do is, like, a lot of people think that's a quote unquote spy.
No.
That's not what a CIA officer does. He actually recruits spies, because you can't really be a spy if you don't have access. And, like, one of the big things about access is kind of having the same skin color as the region you're in.
Yeah.
So what they do is they assets.
Yeah. No,
those are the real spies. Those are the ones gathering. A CIA officer is actually just collecting and running assets.
Well, it's funny enough, too, because it's also a lot like a newsroom. Like 90% of the jobs at CIA that involve actual intelligence, the job itself is usually actually spending the entire day reading.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's just
plenty of friends in the intel community that have done that. And I was what I did as a scout is we were actually like the first the first part of the intel community. Like we were supposed to like come back and brief S2, which was the intelligence.
Yeah, and then that all goes back to Signal Ops, whatever battalion that is.
Yeah, because we were the reconnaissance guys. We would go and scope people out and like, you know, you collect information on what they got. You know, how much water they got, how much food do they got, how much people do they got, where are they at, all this stuff, and we'd have to like just basically dump all that on the intel guys, and they gotta just sit in a little cramped in office and just kind of sift through all that stuff and put it into this report format for the SCO.
Yeah, you look at Chelsea Manning and you wonder when even it was Bradley. How is that a soldier?
That's exactly what he was doing. He was
that was Signal Ops. That's
I actually knew a guy that was in the same unit.
I love
an S2 guy. Yep.
Man.
He was a little shitbag, which was expected. So, but you know, it was you know, at the same time, you know, I want to give the kid a little bit of credit for having a heart and seeing some terrible shit and want to try to do the same thing, but at the same time, you know, all that information we spilled out there.
Well, I want
cost a couple people their lives.
Yeah. Well, we got 170 people watching right now. You guys go ahead and you smash that one button if you're grateful that I never ended up being remotely responsible for your national security.
For sure. Hey, JT. Yo, JT. Hopefully I don't... Well, shit. No, I got a buddy coming into town. But we got to do some more GTA. I know you guys played last night. Sorry I didn't make it last night. My kid's been sick and whatnot.
Oh, shit happens, man.
We got to play some fucking games. Anything you want to shout out real quick before we move on, buddy?
Yeah, I'll shout out Twitter people here.
Yeah.
Because we need some fun and we need some less fucking politics.
Yeah.
So the number one thing I'm going to shout on Twitter is follow at I am Dulo.
I am Dulo.
His name is 2U, the number 2 and the letter U.
All right.
And then his name is Dulo, and he does this amazing African accent, and he just does voiceovers of like animal videos.
Nice.
And he does just like these comedy sketches over these animal videos. It's funny as fuck.
Cool.
And they're fucking hilarious. They're just funny. Nothing political, nothing like that.
Just some
fun.
And
then another one on Twitter is Hold My Beer. It's at Hold This Beer. And it's just a bunch of people doing some stupid jackass shit.
Yeah.
And they're getting fucking hurt. These are the two people I just like and retweet immediately because they're fucking man. So
yeah, well, you get
anybody who needs a little bit of that in your life, go follow those two motherfuckers, man.
You get your happy ass over to Nile at Starbeast, and we'll round up with some GTA and figure out who the best meme channel is then, huh?
Ooh.
Absolutely, man.
All right, take care, brother. We'll see you soon.
All right, man. You guys have a good night.
All right, so we got some more numbers things happening.
Yeah, real quick, I'm kind of interested in this sort of thing. Like I was thinking maybe we should real fast take a look at some of the other in real life channels that are happening right now on Twitch, since we're on Twitch.
Fuck it.
This is Team Caliber. Last stream until Monday, traveling, positivity always. I mean,
the one with the tits. You went directly for the one with the tits.
I did.
No, well played.
It's Twitch. I'm sorry for having
we're not doing it through
humanity. Okay.
That's a good-looking woman. She collects too much shit, though.
Fascinating, brilliant, entertaining as fuck. Okay, great, awesome. All right.
Yeah, I can't hear anything she's saying, but I'll be completely honest. After the week I've had, I don't really think I need to listen to women talk.
Oh God! All right, let's roll. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Talk to the chat. 8, 9, 10.
Hey, chat, what do you think of that last misogynist comment I made? I got plenty more where that comes from, but it takes that super chat shit, you know. It takes that Streamlabs. I need to fuel my hatred for women by being able to afford to go out and meet them.
We actually have a new record for the amount of people in the waiting room. We have hit 31 people. So I'm going to roll.
Fucking Christ.
We hit 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I had someone living with me for the whole time. I'm like, you really have nothing better to do? And now there's like 30 people doing that.
NMCV 431. Hello, NMCV 431. Hello, welcome to the YouTube Saints.
Hey.
Oh shit! Am I live?
You are live. What's going on, buddy?
God damn.
But you are. But
hey,
you
how
are
y'all
on.
Doing?
No, but you are on the show. I'll say that much.
Okay, am I too loud? Need to turn my mic down?
No, you're perfect. I got you all dialed in, man. I can handle it.
All right. So shit, how y'all doing?
We are doing fantastic. Well, I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing, Nick?
Oh, that was it, me.
Yeah.
I endure. I still have tequila left. Unfortunately.
Nick's enduring. I'm thriving. How are you doing? How's your week been so far?
I don't know. School, I guess. You know, I sent you that tweet a couple days ago of how my economics class segued into anti-GMO shit and all that.
Oh my god, that's right, dude. Okay, please, by all means, can you elaborate on, because I wanted to follow up with you, but I was really busy with my kid and everything. Can you follow up with that?
No problem, man.
Like with us here now.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I sort of had a oh shit, I got noticed by a YouTuber moment when you responded to that, but you know.
Sure.
Oh,
but
man,
yeah.
Can I tell you something just flat out though? We're not even ordinary people. We're less than that. We're less than that.
We're scum.
We get excited when we're like, holy shit, somebody actually paid attention to that thing that I did.
Yeah.
What's wrong? What the fuck is wrong with them? Anyway.
All right, I'll get started on that. So basically, I just some gen ed thing. I wound up in an econ class, and it's this weirdest fucking class where like you get bonus points for like giving health tips or whatever, and nobody actually does it, and nobody pays attention, and it's a gen ed class, and we get it over with for
so wait, if you shout it out in this class, shit like "Don't stab yourself in the dick,"
like, I'll have to try that.
You do that and be like, I didn't do the assignment.
Yeah.
So also
a lot of Marxist shit that gets brought up, but you know, fucking college campuses.
If you've been stabbed in the dick, stab other people in the dick so everyone experiences it together.
And it is an economy class too, so yeah, there's gonna be some Marxism.
Which look, I get bringing up Marxism, like it's obviously very relevant economically wise, but
sure,
this class almost gets a little bit too comfortable with it, but that's aside the point.
Yeah,
basically,
premium dick stabs versus like general community dick stabs.
Sure. All right, so basically we had that shit where it was something to do with like the GMO revolution, and out of nowhere, this like weird ass video gets played where out of nowhere it's just like GMOs, you don't understand how Monsanto is paying everyone off and blah blah blah, typical bullshit. Jeff, I know you're a Monsanto agent, Jeff, so
right.
Explain. Secret Monsanto agent.
Do you have any idea how much money this is costing? Do you have anything you want to show?
Okay, no. Okay. So I have to ask, like, flat out. So this came up. This was not like a student recommendation. The teacher put this up.
The teacher brought it up. Yeah.
Okay. So what was the gist of this? This is a video that they played.
Yeah. I forget exactly what website it was, but it was just all of this like GMO conspiracy theory shit, and I was so fucking tempted to go to after class. I'm like, hey, I've got all of this other stuff that I could bring up as a counterpoint, but I didn't, just because, like, I don't know, I'm weak, I guess.
No. Look here.
You're sparing yourself aggravation.
No, let me give you a little piece of advice.
Yeah.
Because
basically just keep your head down, get the degree.
Yeah, I mean that is basically kind of the advice. The thing is, like, so I was a non-traditional student until I was 32, and I had to stop going to school to take care of my kid. Now, prior to doing that, I got very immersed into college culture, into the university, and I had moments very, very similar to that. The thing is, I did make the mistake, and unfortunately, it is a mistake. I mean, it was great because of my principles, but it was bad for the school, bad for my education, that I took a stand against the curriculum that the teacher was saying.
And I wasn't going to do that just because it's like, you know, I mean, not really worth it. It's just some stupid video I just internally lolled.
As fucked as it is, and this is so fucking shitty to have to say, but it is actually really true.
Dude, I know.
Your accomplishment is more important than your challenging that Yeah.
Fucking super chat.
I know. This start ass kissing with you. So.
Well done.
Don't worry, I have a counterpoint when Jeff's done.
Yeah. Your degree and achieving your success is worth more than challenging it in that arena. Now, if you want to challenge it,
dude, no doubt about it.
There are opportunities to challenge it for sure, but just don't try and do it in the classroom because it will never work.
I didn't. That was never the plan, anyways. But
yeah.
Again, with that class, I've got more hilarious college bullshit to bring up. Today in that very same class. We, no joke, watched a TED Talk about food from a woke 11-year-old.
No.
No. Yes, and all of us were making jokes in the class about, is this woke 11-year-old lecturing to us about food whatevers?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna offer you this, Jeff. Jeff gave you some sound advice, and it's very much worth listening to, but there are alternative paths, yeah? And the alternative path I might actually offer here is if
college is from orbit, to be honest.
No. I mean, continue going through it. Like get what you can get out of it. The glory of college, honestly, too, is really the resources.
Yeah, I'm not. That's just a gen ed requirement. It's not even my major. All my major classes. I mean, I'm in a STEM major, so it's completely free of all this bullshit for the most part. They try shoehorning it in, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, don't. But here, you know what? Here's the thing. I mean, if you're like the rest of us, right? And I mean, like I do this, and Jeff does this. We haven't just made careers calling out really shit ideas when we see them, and if you can call them careers, but we haven't. We don't do this for a living simply because it was like a niche that we were able to slide into. That just ended up being the case. But the truth is that if you are the type of person who fundamentally, philosophically, on your most basic primal level, finds people who are supposed to be smart saying exceptionally stupid things to other impressionable minds, something that is so grotesque to you that you can't, that you can't keep it in, by all means be that guy. This world needs more of those guys. This world needs more people who are willing to run a risk and maybe fuck themselves over. And I'm saying this as somebody who's done it myself, but be that guy. Let them know
saying
they're
is
full
I
of
should
shit.
be a rationally enlightened alt-centrist.
Centrism intensifies.
Yes. Absolutely.
But what's funny is
get thrimp-pilled, my dude. Get thrimp-pilled.
Yeah, I've got something funny related to that is obviously my college itself, it's extremely left-leaning to where even me of just legit political centrism, I'm one of the furthest right people on campus. So what's funny about that is out of nowhere, this college Republicans thing comes up, and it was on Monday. I'm like, oh shit, I might as well go to it and see what happens. No joke. I walk in there and it's like a switch flipped, and I'm now suddenly the furthest left person in the room. All these people were just sitting there, like, no joke. There was this one guy just talking about the NFL protests and all that, going like, the reason why all of these players won't go on like Sean Hannity's show is because they know that Sean Hannity is too smart for them and he'll destroy them. I'm just like, oh my fucking god!
Like smart and Sean Hannity does not belong in the same sentence.
I fucking.
You will never, jokes and cliche monikers aside, honestly.
Oh, so it is
always worth it.
They were fucking handing those out too.
Yeah,
they were doing what?
Yeah, they were handing out. Someone in the Discord chat mentioned consent condoms. Yeah, they were handing them out a couple days ago, but that's another story. But yeah, I'm just like, when I heard that guy say that Sean Hannity was too smart for these NFL players, I'm like, oh, these people. Oh shit, I forgot they're still around.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
The thing is, what's so interesting about this too is that college campuses are always going to be a breeding ground for the most extreme views.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
Once you finally get outside of it, it's fascinating because you run into like a right-leaning person, a normal right-leaning person in real life, and you realize that they're right-leaning, so you kind of attribute that they're going to be kind of similar to the right-leaning people in college, but they're not. They're not.
Yeah.
Same with like left-leaning people. Actually, a little bit less so with left-leaning people.
I've encountered very few in the way of social justice warriors outside of this campus.
Here's a really good example. Recently, I'm a big gun guy. I love guns. I'm big on fucking guns.
Oh yeah, I get it. I live in the South, man. So
I'm all about sensible gun control. But I love fucking guns. And so I frequent gun shops very often, and I know the people who work at the regular gun shops, and they always don't really know what the fuck to do with me, because when I come in, I shoot the shit with them, and I have a lot of fun, and I'm talking to them, and we're just talking about guns, we're talking about politics, we're talking about this, we're talking about that, and I'm this crazy dreadlocked hippie-looking motherfucker, and I find myself talking to these hardcore Christian Republicans, and I'm like, yeah, dude, Antifa are fucked up, and like, those neo-Nazis over there with their fucking torches, those people are fucked up, and they're like, yeah, why can't everybody just be normal? Let queers get married, I don't give a fuck, I just want to smoke weed and shoot some guns. I'm like, that's exactly right. That's what America needs right now. Smoke some weed, shoot your guns, don't be a douche, don't hurt anybody, just try and be free. And that's really where it's at.
That's the real new right there, though.
Yeah, that's if I may, that is the new counterculture.
Oh, whoa!
Running away from me is not a legitimate protest.
All right, well, you're here, and you bring up a good point. And we don't have much time, but I'm curious. Do you guys think PJW gets high?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shit, no doubt. If you're working with Alex Jones and he's just going like, all right, almost conspiracy. What? Monsanto started the frogs gay.
I know Alex.
Get away from me, racist.
Alex,
she's God.
Alex
like that shit.
Smokes a lot of weed and then a lot of other things.
I know Alex smoked weed. He did it on Joe Rogan's show. My guess is JW does too, because he's like, if Alex does this and Alex is my boss or whatever. He might just do it because Alex does it, just knowing Paul Joseph Watson.
I tell you what, if Paul Joseph Watson does not rock the ganj, he has at least got a very healthy cocaine habit rocking on right now. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
NMCV431, thank you so much for joining us.
Just call me NMC because everyone else does.
That's not remotely cumbersome.
Yeah. Is there anything you want
to... blame 13-year-old me with a random number generator.
Sure. Is there anything that you want to shill?
I guess I'll shill my Twitter and my YouTube channel. Same name. Twitter is just... I created it so I could shitpost in the Splatoon 2 lobby, but then it got out of hand.
I was about to say, if you don't have a YouTube channel...
I love that origin story, by the way.
I was about to say...
That is legit the origin story, and if you scroll back far enough, I did that. It was like the first tweet I did, and the second tweet was asking Steve Shives if traps were gay.
Ah, yes. Yes, hooray.
Yeah, and my YouTube channel, I haven't uploaded in about a month because Irma happened, and then school got insane.
Right.
I'm planning on doing more shit there. It's just me goofing around videos. I don't ever use my voice in there. It's just like goofy Kevin MacLeod music playing with text overlays and.
I think you should use your voice. You have a very good voice. I think you should. It
sounds so weird. Like, I don't know. I always think my own voice sounds weird whenever I'm on a chat.
Everyone does.
It's not really necessarily like the tone or the sound of your voice, but like the way that you speak and the very authoritative and quick-witted sort of way that you speak. I think you probably have a pretty good YouTube channel. I think you should play with it some more.
Yeah, I might. Might get some shit uploaded.
You know what? I mean, if anything else, maybe watch. Are you familiar with the Pink Pistol?
No.
Great
friend
YouTuber.
Of mine.
Great YouTube.
Really great channel. Doesn't upload nearly enough, but has a similar-ish kind of cadence and tone that you have.
And he's so easy to listen to. So easy.
And and all he does is just really, I mean, basically does the same thing I do, except a little less angrily and without being on camera. You should give him a look and give it a shot.
I'd listen to your shit, man. I'd listen to your shit. Thanks so much for joining us, buddy.
Oh, no problem.
We'll talk to you next time.
I'll check back next week and talk to you guys then.
Cool. Sounds good. Later, buddy.
Bye.
What a nice guy. I like that guy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We got good fans. I mean, for the most part,
viewers,
for all we know. For all we know, fucking Sergeant Buck or someone will end up here next.
Viewers. Totally. I never use the term fans.
Abusive sons of bitches, some of them are.
Abusive sons of bitches. Let's check out our Streamlabs real quick. Let's see. Monsanto says we need your teacher's name and address in order to deal with her. Nobody fucks with us. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Monsanto. We appreciate that.
Yeah, this is not, by the way, Monsanto, you do your thing, but just keep in mind, YouTube Saints is not entirely Project Mayhem. No?
Not entirely. I used to be, but well, that's
getting there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's getting harder to count because I'm getting a little drunk. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20.
Yeah, Sergeant Buck, I'm invoking your name. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Wow, we're still at 31. 31 people in the fucking waiting room. You guys are great.
I know.
I love these.
We're gonna have to create a new show, like another off time show, just to go through the Discord chats.
I know. We have next up Amari. Amari.
Every single time. I just love listening to you butcher it.
It's good to talk to you again. A random roll of the dice, man, and you're in again with us. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How about y'all?
I feel great.
Enduring.
So, I want to throw some conspiracy theory shit at y'all, and I want to see what y'all think about this. I think that the Mythicist Milwaukee went out of their way to pick the most inflammatory members of the community and the social justice warriors that are most likely to throw a temper tantrum in order to create discord and to delegitimize the social justice community in the eyes of the con community, if you will.
So you think this is a long con? This is a long con of them trying to upseat and disrupt the social justice sphere of commentary community.
I do, and the reason that I think this is because the organizers of Mythicist went on Bering's channel to talk about Christy Winters. That just seems a bit too inflammatory.
I was really honestly shocked when I heard that they went on Bering's, of all people. Like, I love Bering. Bering's my homie. I fucking love him with the fire of 1,000 suns, but
but his reputation is a little different than the guy.
Yeah, I'm sure. Right. I'm not going to step on any toes by saying that Bering isn't the least controversial character that you could have hooked up with to discuss that.
Exactly. So I was very shocked that they ended up on Bering's. I thought that was really strange. So do you think that this was specifically on purpose?
Yeah, I think that they picked a couple of people that they knew or they thought there was a good chance of throwing a temper tantrum on stage. Perhaps in general just to get clicks by virtue of the manufactured drama.
Okay.
But I'm willing to take it even a step further. Say that it was on purpose to delegitimize. If you think that's too crazy, or if you think that's too conspiratorial,
well, even just the first,
I certainly won't hold it against you.
Well, the first step does make sense, though, when you consider the fact that the central focus of the controversy from the last big convention, VidCon, was Sargon. There's Sargon and Anita. Now, there's no Anita there. And so, yeah, and Sargon gets invited. Drama happens. And then all of a sudden, that's the focus. I mean, granted, I've not been in any state to follow anything at all. And conventions that I'm not attending, hard for me to get excited about. But,
sure,
it does seem that the central thing, what is this?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry
about
it.
Don't worry about it. How do I meet?
Don't worry about it. No, we're talking. We're talking. You're not supposed to even be looking at that.
Is this IRL?
Yes.
Oh my god, they might have just. Oh, this is.
That's more Twitch Live, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was fantastic. If anybody saw that and wants to go over to the channel and let her know that I said so, go right ahead and then come back. We like the numbers, but but no, literally the only thing I've heard about Mythicist Milwaukee was dust ups with Sargon. That is an interesting theory.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm usually pretty quick to write these things off, but I don't know. There might be something to that.
There might be something to that. How's your week been otherwise?
Well, my sleep schedule's upside down. I had a panic attack a couple of days ago. I'm teaching middle school now.
Good.
Other
you
than that,
you lost me there, but yeah.
No, dude, there are few people more important than fucking teachers in this world. Honestly, I have mad respect for teachers.
I was simply saying that I can understand the stress and strains of like a fucked up sleep schedule and all that, and then it's like, oh, and I'm teaching middle school. It's like, Nope. Nope. I'm not even going to pretend to know the kind of stress and horse shit that goes with that.
Yeah.
So my kids, I'm only a student teacher right now. So I'm only getting about 40% of the workload associated with it. But my kids are very well behaved. And luckily, I don't get that kind of stress that I expected that I would, nor I inflicted on my teachers when I was that age. But otherwise, my week has been uneventful. I have other things I'd like to bring up, but they're all off topic.
Yeah, no, that's no. Well, this is your time, man. We still got a few minutes. Like whatever you want to talk about, absolutely.
So it was either last week or the week before y'all were talking about Star Trek, especially with respect to the new Star Trek STD. I can't remember the actual name. I just remember STD.
I just call it STD too. Yeah, yeah.
So here's a question: what do you think it would have taken to make Voyager good?
Better writing?
Oh god. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
I mean, in the general concept of the show.
Okay.
Overall themes, not just the shitty writing, not just the shoehorning Janeway, not knowing how to write Janeway consistently between episodes.
Okay. So one of the biggest problems that you have when it comes to post-Roddenberry Star Trek is the people who took the flagship of Star Trek ended up being Brannon and Braga, the two main creative heads behind Star Trek. Now, they held true mostly through DS9, and it was okay. With Voyager was a great fucking idea. A great idea. The actors that they chose were at least passable. They weren't fantastic, but they were at least passable. But ultimately, I think one of the problems that they had was they hitched their wagons onto horses that were not really going to carry them any further than they really needed to be. A good example is, like all Star Trek suck. At the very beginning, all of them totally suck. But Voyager became pretty much the Borg show. It was all about the Borg. And they tried to branch out a little bit with species, what is it called?
8472.
8472, that's right. And that was a really cool concept. It was a very fascinating concept. The problem is they got mired into plot lines about the crew, and the crew was okay, but the plot lines were shit. Like, ultimately, it always comes down to the main reason why Voyager failed is, in fact, the writing. The writing was very detached from what American viewers wanted to pay attention to. That's really all it is. It's always going to be the writing. The writing was shit. I hate to say it. Because, Kate Mulgrew, the woman who played Catherine Janeway, was a great fucking... She is still a great actress. She's a great actress. But her character was fucking awful.
Flat.
And bad. She was flat. Well, she fucking sucked.
I think it's fair to say that Voyager itself, you could probably chalk it up to the same criticism that STD is getting. Which is that if it wasn't... Well, no. Only in this sense. I'm not saying universally, but in this sense, if you didn't try to make it Star Trek, right?
Right.
And you let it just be a sci-fi adventure action series, whatever.
Right.
You know what? Okay, I can accept that. But when you're trying to take this thing which is completely alien to everything that's understood about both the canon of a show, the spirit of a show, how it functions, and all of that.
Yeah.
And then you're basically trying to feed people pizza and tell them it's spaghetti.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
No.
Now, if you tell them it's pizza, they'll judge it as pizza, not as spaghetti.
Right.
And I think that's what Voyager's problem was. Yeah, it got too focused on easy fucking the Borg and all that, just easy plot lines that they could follow. They were also in a tough spot though, because that show did exist in the time when the story arc television show was coming out.
Yeah, yeah.
Star Trek, yeah, Next Generation, even Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine originally, at its beginning, was largely something with running plot elements, but each show was a self-contained story, right? Same thing with Next Generation. We're gonna have an entire fucking show about what Wesley gets his pubes.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I mean, they could do a show about anything, and then Voyager moved into a period in which you need these long-running plots. You can't just have self-contained shows. And in Voyager, the sad thing is they did such in a way which threw them into an environment which could have been more pure Star Trek than Star Trek, in that they're out in the fucking ass end of the fucking galaxy, right? No clue where they are, no ability to get home, and they gotta just explore their way home. Fucking wonderful premise for an exciting, episodic sci-fi series.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
But no, we get long-running, arching plots that nobody gives a shit about, involving characters nobody conceivably cares about either. That's going to be the fate of STD, and I see 1.5 seasons. Tops.
So, hey, Almarai, anything you want to show real quick before we let you go? It's been a pleasure having you on again.
Well, I'm not going to shill any social media because I don't have any, but I will give you an undersub for the week.
Yes,
everyone,
please.
Go check out and subscribe to Kasparov BBQ. That's all one word.
Kasparov.
He is a Pole shit poster who produces content in video form.
Kasparov BBQ. I will check them out. Absolutely.
Sounds
all right.
fun.
Cool, man.
Other than that, Exile Pearl constitutes bad game design, and Gul Dukat did nothing wrong. Good night.
Good night, buddy. Good night. Pleasure. It's nice to talk to him again. That was cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
And we've generally managed to have people who haven't made it in yet. For the most part.
So for the most part. So we're gonna do one more. We're at an hour and 54 so far. We're gonna do one more. So just to let everybody in the waiting room know, if you don't get in on this next one, like, you don't have to wait any longer. But let me count real quick. Nick, entertain everybody. 1, 2.
Yeah. While we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and unbox some things. Yeah. Now, some packages recently come into the P.O. box, which is nice because it reminds me that people like to give me shit, and I like things. So the first one comes from, I'm just going to say it comes from Georgia. It's a wonderful little package. And it's these medium-sized ones that get me most excited.
Yeah.
Because they can be anything. Now, let's see what we've got with this unboxing. Look at this.
You unbox your shit. You do that.
Yeah, no, he's like, you had things to do, and... Oh, that's... I know everyone is dying, but oh boy. This is pretty cool. I'll read the note later. So one of these happened. Oh, Star Fox. F-Zero. Goddamn. Oh. Quinn gets to relive my childhood all over again, except she gets all of the games I couldn't afford. So thank you kindly for that, friendo. Now let's see about this note and give it a quick read. Hope this brings you and Quinn hours of fun together as you introduce her to classics from decades ago. Love you. I love you too, brother. And everyone else who signed this. This is going to remain anonymous. Now, this next one, while Jeff finishes wanking off, this comes from my buddy Hateful Bastard. Right? This is, and thank you so much, homie, for that. I do appreciate this. This, though, I know what this is. I'm actually more eager to share it with all of you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is, so if you know Hateful Bastard, you'll know he's fucking crazy talented. This guy, his artwork is obscenely good. And Jeff, I couldn't even tell you got back until you spoke because you're still white as a ghost.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's just on our end, by the way.
Yeah, no, I have 2 webcams, and I'm dialed in for the stream, but on Nick's I am like pure white, pure white.
Mm-hmm. He is Richard Spencer's dreamboat. In fact, to steal a joke from Laura Loomer,
Sean King's brother.
Yeah, he's Sean King's brother. To steal a joke from Laura Loomer, I would even go as far as saying that after Richard Spencer caught the bouquet at Milo's wedding, I think Jeff Holiday was the first person he thought of. That's not the painting, by the way. Hey, you were... Oh, whoa. Really, Hateful? Oh, yeah, motherfucker went all out.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. We want to see it.
We're getting this. Oh my goodness.
Oh
so
my
if you guys
God.
have seen, if you've seen my T-shirts, the design of the T-shirts or the or even the phone, well, you'll know that it's some pretty spectacular art. And then remove this cardboard carefully. Okay. I'll figure that out.
It's live unboxing right now. Live unboxing. Oh, that's beautiful.
That's
fucking
so
gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
That is gorgeous. Yeah, that's beautiful. Hateful Bastard is an amazing artist. He also
Absolutely
did Memories
astounding.
Artist. He did some art of me. Oh, that's badass. That's Quinn. Quinn is a vampire.
Yep, Quinn as a vampire. Yep, big money. Q drinking.
See, Hateful Bastard needs to do a video, do a new painting of me, because I don't look like the last one that he did of me. I don't look anything like it now.
This was, I asked him just for fun, really just, hey, do you think you could try it? And I said, turn Quinn into a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure character.
I want to be like a champion of Slanesh sort of thing, man. That'd be fucking great.
Oh, Hateful, this is absolutely gorgeous. This will be proudly hung on my wall, and I can't thank you enough.
Everybody wants me to put that fucking hot-ass IRL streamer in the background. You know what, you thirsty bastards? You can wait till the stream is over and you can watch her fucking dance on your own.
I'm honestly kind of okay with that, too, just for the record.
Okay, we're gonna get our last person in for the night. Last person, everybody.
Then I'm gonna go find out who that other streamer was.
Already rolled.
Her life.
Already rolled. And here we go. It's Dr. Squiggums!
Oh, what's up? Oh, shit! I am drunk and ready. Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm drunk as fuck, too, buddy. What you doing, bro?
Exactly. Alright. First of all, I gotta tell this to this chat, okay? Alright?
Okay.
Nick is best husbando, but Jeff, you're looking pretty fuckable tonight, alright?
Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
I gotta give it to my bros out here. All right, Sergeant Buck is my my homeboy because he sends me porn and shit. Sunbird is my bae because she fucking thick as fuck, and thick as fuck women are nice. And everybody in the Discord chat and Twitch chat, you're all fucking awesome because I am wasted beyond belief. How the fuck are y'all motherfuckers doing tonight?
Dude, I was good, but you just got me fucking pumped now.
Yeah, I'm on my 8th beer of a 12-pack of Yingling. I am fucked beyond belief.
Oh my god, dude.
One sec. I gotta get my mom on this because she's gonna be fucking pissed because she's actually right here right now.
Yeah, put your mom on. Put your mom on. Put your mom on real quick.
Whoa!
I love our audience.
She's not gonna listen.
I really do.
No, I want to talk to your mom. I want to talk to your mom.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. If you're gonna do it, alright, then just join the after chat stream because she's asleep and she has to go back up in the morning and Friday night so she can go back to her second house in Ticonderoga because that's a nice fucking place.
But I want to tell your mom how good of a mom she is.
Yeah, because she's raising my autistic faggoty ass.
That's right. That's right.
And well, three other fuckers.
Damn.
See, we're a Catholic minimum, so that's the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Speaking of chat, everybody in chat, my older sister is about to have her second baby, and I wish for all of you to say congratulations, and for all of you to give me money.
Let's get congratulations for the new mom, and let's smash the #1 button to show appreciation for awesome moms.
Oh shit! I'm getting everybody's like chatting my nigga from Dr. Squiggums.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They do love you in Discord, don't they?
They do, because every midweek stream I get wasted for you. I don't drink any other day except for this day fucking drinking for you because today's even better because I found that I spent $12 on a 12-pack of Yingling and that makes me so fucking happy.
Let me tell you something, Dr. Squiggums. I get wasted every midweek stream for you as well.
Shit!
I do.
Oh, thank you.
I do.
Listen. All right, I got one thing for Nick. All right, you're in like New Hampshire, right?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay, so how far are you a drive from New Jersey? Because I would love you to come to my college and basically you just give one of your give an hour-long rant on how bad college is.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I could help because I'm part of the student government, so I can probably get your shit down easily. You just have to lie about that shit.
Oh, Nick, it's about time to start that platform. It's about time to start.
You know what? All right.
I can tell you're just. I can tell.
I'm gonna count this. I'm gonna count this as the as the first university speaking invitation.
Oh, dude, send me your stuff, and then
I am entirely down. Absolutely.
And then send your shit to. All right, guys. Don't dox me on this, but send yours.
Maybe
Markdale Community College.
Maybe hold up. Put it in the Discord. That way you're not doxing yourself, and it's a written thing that I don't have to remember because I've been drinking terrible tequila.
Yeah, DM him through Discord. DM him through Discord. Yeah. No.
Okay, I just wrote in the Discord in general because right now I'm going to be drunk too. What I just want to do is just have you there and then just say, "Oh, we have a journalist that wants to talk to people," and then you just go on a monologue rant saying, "Fuck school system, fuck everything else, and fuck you, you liberal motherfucker." Oh, wait, can I just want to do is just basically random my political science teacher right now because he is being a total fucking cunt right now.
Please, by all means, after that invitation.
So basically, my political teacher is this like 70-year-old fat Hillary voting motherfucker that doesn't know shit because I basically know what the fuck's going on as of today because me and another classmate around are basically Kekistanis as is. Sadly enough, he doesn't know you guys because he has spent too much time being a normie.
Real quick, Jeff.
Yeah.
I will fuck you.
No.
Homo.
I want him to keep going, but bring it back.
No. Terms of service Twitch.
Listen. I am on 8th beer, about to go on my 9th. There's no way I'm fucking going back. I'm turning this shit up to 11.
No. I
am going for my
Let me tell you something. I am so mad that I cannot get Yingling on the West Coast unless somebody sends it to me. I fucking love Yingling. Yingling is awesome.
It's not bad.
Two things. All right. Personally, DM me your email, not your email, but your PO box address, because I will send you. Because this is $12. And believe it or not, I actually did get a job as a fucking what was I gonna say? Oh, as a canvasser for the Democratic Party, which I don't fucking believe in, but it's fucking money. I am a pure fucking capitalist. Money is money. Oh,
true.
Oh, wait.
It's true.
Another one of my I love this. The person you have, Amu Mahdi, or whatever the fuck his name is. He's my best buddy. He says that I am the 4th YouTube Saint Smeen, and I fucking love you because I am the 4th YouTube Saint. Because I am fucking drunk beyond belief every midweek stream. And I would be a patron to you guys, but I can't fucking afford that shit because I gotta spend my money on the priorities.
Dude, don't worry about it.
Alcohol, and
That's
school,
right.
and alcohol, and women, and alcohol, and drugs, and alcohol, and alcohol.
You kind of, you pretty
That's
much
right.
covered, dude.
That's right.
Yeah, I think you got.
Food and alcohol.
I always advocate as long as you're well fed, you're well inebriated, you got all the drugs you need, and your college is paid for. If you have more after that and you want to support me, that's cool. But if you don't, dude, don't do it.
Oh, I feel so happy. I just remembered. I got chicken tendies in the freezer.
Oh,
chicken tendies.
He's got the tendies.
Oh, I'm going to hate myself after this stream because I am just going to be the drunkest motherfucker. Oh, speaking of which,
you can't be the drunkest motherfucker. You can't be the drunkest motherfucker because that's us.
All right. But, okay. Beggar here. Okay, there's people in the chat that are getting really mad at me because they're just all being like, "Oh, why is Dr. Squiggums talking about him? He's such a shill." Well, you know what? I'm talking about you because you two, all of you are amazing. And hey, Dad, you want to talk to the stream for a second?
Who's this?
I know him way to left. It's my dad. It's my dad. He's...
Oh, sweet. No, I want to talk to your dad. I want to talk to your dad.
Hello, Squigum's dad.
Hello?
Not much. Hey, listen, when you look at the caliber of entertainment that your son gravitates towards, do you have any regrets?
Is he mad?
I regret for liking anime. That is my only regret.
Well, nothing new, but that's good to know.
I killed Jeff.
All right.
No, wait,
oh my god. Okay.
It feels good, right, man? Feels
it
good.
Does. It feels good realizing I'm a disappointment to everybody, considering the fact that like Chinese.
No.
Listen.
You're a hero to us.
Being a disappointment to everybody is easy.
Sorry.
Listen to me. Being a disappointment to everybody is easy. Disappointing your own flesh and blood, though, that takes true grit, and I applaud you for what level you have.
I love the Twitch chat. They're all just writing hentai. But all right, I do have one question for you. All right?
Yes, please.
Okay?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. So I've been watching a YouTuber called Monkey Jones, and he's talking about Elliot Rogers. Do you? Between your opinion, what do you think Elliot Rogers is? Is he a huge beta cuck, or is he like the biggest MGTOW known to the fucking man?
Oh man, that's a loaded question. That is a hard one.
No,
that's
it's
a hard
not.
one.
It's easy as fuck, but I'll let you guys answer first.
I've been telling everybody on Discord, like, is he a huge, like, the biggest MGTOW known to man, or he's just a big beta cuck? Because that is like that's a thing, and my parents are now mad at me for the fact that I am basically down to beer 8 of my 12-pack of Yingling, and they realize that their son might be becoming an alcoholic, so it might be a little bit worse, and things like that. Fuck that, whatever. It's YouTube Saint Stream. I'm actually dealing with you guys, and I love you guys. Speaking of which, I don't know what I was about to say. Fuck. All I know is... God damn it! Alright, sorry. This is getting out of hand, but for the fact that Sergeant Derbyhooves, who you had before last week, is basically sending on the Discord chat pictures of Hentai May from Overwatch, and it's just like, come on, I'm on the stream right now, I can't zip my pants. Like,
that's true.
It's not the fact that your dad is watching, but it's the fact that you're in the middle of talking with your
he walked away
entertainers.
Realizing I'm a disappointment years ago. You have to remember that.
All right. Okay, so Elliot Rogers.
I know it's rookie numbers, but guess what? I'm just right now plastered, and I'm about to drink some more beer. All right?
No, that's fair. Okay, honestly, so Elliot Rogers.
Drink a couple for me.
Elliot Rogers is what happens when you take somebody who had no luck whatsoever in life, but rather than just try and like buckle down and try and find some interesting way to attract somebody to be part of his life, instead he gave up because he's got something a little screw loose that he went and he tried to go on a fucking rampage.
There were actually studies shown that he was actually part of fucking hell, Derpy Hooves. God, keep sending the shit. All right, sorry, but about that is that it's actually shown that you might actually have like a mild to not average case of autism to begin with, so that causes a lot of problems, especially around middle school when he starts realizing.
And you hear autism and you think instantly, man, that sounds pretty MGTOW to me.
Dad, you want to join in? Come on.
But. Let me offer this.
Dad, come on, just one hello.
Not that it matters.
Please.
I'll talk to his dad. Yeah.
No.
He won't talk to you because he wants to go to bed, and I'm just like, oh.
No, it's fine. It's totally fine. All right, I tell you what. I tell you what. So let's let you shill whatever it is that you want to shill real quick.
Okay.
But next week. You got to get your mom on, because I want to talk to your mom.
She won't be here because she will, like I said, she'll be up in her house in Ticonderoga. Speaking of which is a fucking beautiful place. Nick, you should visit there sometime because they got cheap beer. And they're having it. It is. I'm telling you guys, you should go there, and then you should come over to here to New Jersey with me, so I can have you guys going to and get Sargon into my college, so therefore I can be the shrimp-pilled motherfucker that decides to make everything worse for my college. Because I had a goddamn vice principal talk about goddamn fake rape statistics and goddamn Title IX, and the entire time I just wanted to go there and just say it's completely fucking false. Because why the fuck would a college be as dangerous as fucking
Squigums? What would you like to shill, my friend?
Okay. All right. For the undersub, I have two. One of them is Mumkey Jones. That's Mum, M-U-M-K-A-Y Jones. And the other one being Kanjin. Kanjin is like an animator, and he has some really funny shit. Like, he did one about the Amazing Atheist. He had an entire part of his animation about the Amazing Atheist, which was fucking hilarious.
Okay.
It was just like, yeah, it was that his main characters, Kanjin and Gino, become like girls. And he's like, Gino, touch this bow. He's like, I'd rather not. And it's just like,
okay.
How about?
Okay. No, it's good.
Oh yeah, the thing about these chats is that for the fact that they think they're autistic, but I'm the most autistic motherfucker because I'm getting a doctorate in a goddamn study about freaking mushrooms, and everybody else is there just trying to be as cool as possible, and I'm just sitting here all with crippling loneliness and alcoholism because I fucking love alcohol.
Hey, you'll get there. Don't go thinking you haven't listen. There
don't
are
let
there
your
are
memes
merit
be dreams.
Exactly.
Yeah, and there are merit badges you have yet to achieve.
If I need masturbation material, I always have Lauren Southern's sister, and even then, I could just tell women that I also know Charlie Puth, which, by the way, is actually a huge fucking dweeb. Like, I'm not saying that. It's like he's a huge dweeb. His sister is like really nice right now, but back in the day, she was a fucking cunt. And Charlie's brother is better than he is, and their mom is a fucking bitch. She has like bipolar and shit, and dad's fucking sweet. I can tell you this shit because I fucking live in like the rich area where they're fucking from.
Sure.
Yeah.
And all right, but
listen,
all
right.
Hey,
all right. Yeah. I mean, and I am honestly fucking loving this. If there's one person on the face of this earth who can appreciate endless exposition, it's me.
Exactly.
But we've got format light. We've got format light to attend to, and we are now coming to the end of the show. My existential dread is returning.
We'll talk to you next time. Dr. Scriggums, send me some Yingling. Love you, buddy. Love you.
Just personally DM me your address, and I won't post it on Discord or anything. I will personally find it and then send you some Yingling. And Nick, send your email address as well, like your not email address, but your PS address.
Definitely.
And then I will send you the name of the college. You send them an email. I'll see if I can get it to like come in, because I know that you've done like your shit in the Burma. The Muslim Buddhist Burma shit, which would probably be an interesting shit as long as you keep that within it. As long as you say you're also a comedian as well, because they would probably have that lunch, because they have this lunch laugh a lunch type of shit. So just say you're a comedian as well that knows a little bit about journalism. Yeah. So that way it actually helps, and then you could drive down there, and I will personally
it wouldn't be a lie.
I will be the guy that makes sure everything goes well, because I am your only friend there. I am your only fucking friend there. I will. Let me put it this. Listen, you are daddy. You're not Daddy Trump.
No. Okay. Good night, Dr. Scriggums. Good night. We love you. We love you. We love you.
This is one thing for the chat. All right.
All right.
Oh, shit, I forgot I was about to say.
Good night, Dr. Scriggums.
Right.
Good night. What a fucking great dude. Oh,
that guy had a lot to say. I like it.
I fucking love it. That was fucking great.
Material.
Yeah, dude. That was fun as fuck. Man.
No, that was great. And honestly, I think it's safe to say that was honestly probably a brilliant way to round out this midweek Saints show. We brought you the dark nihilist humor. The old folks didn't get it, but you young whippersnappers, you all got it. And so there we go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
hope you enjoyed it all, ladies and gentlemen. We have been your midweek Saints, and as always, catch us on Sunday where we will blow your fucking mind, as well as YouTube's algorithm.
That's damn right. Damn right. Good night, everybody. Take care. Drive safe. Get the fuck off my fucking porch!